Welcome back to One Piece Anime Review, episode 123. Actually, 124. This review is the 912th episode of the anime. The strongest men of the world, Shutenmaru, the the chief. How do you pronounce this? It is the Bandits Brigade chief. Yep, that's the name of the episode. Yep. This episode is adapted from pretty much like pages 10 to 19 of chapter 921 and page 7 of 922. I'm not sure why they adapted one page for us, particularly for Yod. What happens this episode? Well, first we have Luffy and the gang pretty much just still hanging out at the Oden ruins. And we also, mostly this episode is not focused on them, but we see a little bit of Usopp in the episode. He appears for like 2 scenes, and that's it. He just walking the streets, and just happened to come across a supporter of Oden because the moon-shaped crest tattoo on his ankle. He basically gives him a paper, pretends to be acquainted with him, and just, walks off. And of course, he's shocked by it. And the next thing you see Frankie and Robin still in their disguises, where basically Robin's basically going to be summoned soon before the despised Shogun. And as for Frankie, he's still trying to get the plans for Kaido's mansion. Yep. And no luck but say, oh yeah, we actually found the one guy we were looking for. And that guy shows up in this very episode. Yep, and of course we see Sanji basically questioning, like, okay, I just want to say, but why this one guy? Ajiro, I think his name is, so it's called Shutenmaru in this episode. He says that pretty much after Oden defeated him, he pretty much made his way to become a sworn overlord. After he died, he pretty much went back to what he was doing before. Yep. And then we see the Scraps Town still celebrating it after it's been like 2 episodes since Luffy basically got there, basically all the food. And then Summer shows up. His men take the food, and then all of a sudden Jack shows up. Yes, Jack shows up in person for the first time since the Zoo Island arc. Yeah, I mean, he was seeing a flashback prior to this in like one episode, about a few episodes before this one. Yeah, but this is the first time him in person. You see him ride a giant crocodile. Yeah, and he eats one of Sherman's men, and then he starts a big brawl with him, a big sword fight, where he basically launches his sword, and basically Shutenmaru decides to break his freaking sword, and he also takes his chance to, during the battle, slice up Jack twice on the freaking torso. Yeah, pretty much just like slash, like 2 slashes, about 2 inches apart. He also apparently kind of like cut his chin as well. As I said, he got sliced up like pretty badly. He says, "I'm not gonna die here." Yeah, and then like meanwhile at Kaido's island, he apparently gets drunk, drinking lots of sake. Yes, apparently he drank like about 6 bottles of sake, and then he drinks a giant cup of sake. It's like bring them here. And of course, it's not going to his men who basically have no idea what the heck he's talking about. So he basically decides to just, on a whim, transform into his dragon form, which I gotta say, great look for it. You don't see it fully. You do see transformation, but you don't see like the full dragon too much later. Yep. And then he just randomly shows up where Jack is. As for why in the world he decided to come here, not even the manga about it to explain like why the heck he's even here. And plus, I love everybody's tension basically when they see him. Yeah, see, this scene is like reminding me of when Agnologia first showed up in Fairy Tail. Everybody's in shock and awe at seeing a humongous dragon. Though I should point out, though, Agnologia basically was, the design for him is basically kind of based on a European dragon. The one that Kaido's based upon is a Chinese dragon, though he's green. And of course, Momo decides at that point to transform into his dragon form because a devil fruit. It's the first time he's actually done it since Punk Hazard's action of it, because I think he did it once prior to Dressrosa, but aside from that, he has not transformed this thing for quite some time. So yeah, everybody's in shock and seeing Kaido, and that's pretty much it. There's also a little moment of the the female ninja basically trying to seduce Sanji. Yeah, that was basically trying to explain about the guy who used to center when he was working for Oden. Yeah, nothing much to it, of course. When Kaido shows up, Chopper is sent flying, though he's caught by the dog lion. But not much else to this episode, but it's really good, really intense. Can't wait for next week's episode. But it looks like it's going to pick up. This episode looks like it's going to pick up, but yeah, looks like it'll get quite interesting next week. Alright, so now moving on to the new chapter manga, Oden's Adventure. Yeah, the cover story is Gang Bandits, oh my family. We're going to shoot you, and then we're going to kiss cooties too. I'm like, what? Yeah, these are the germ pirates. Yep. And the chapter picks up right where last chapter left off, where Oden is talking to Whitebeard, like, I'm going to see you have an adventure. Of course you can. Take me with you. What? Yeah, and of course, Marco's here as well. Yeah, I can't remember his name. His name is Marco. Yep. So, and Whitebeard, surprisingly, who has hair and he has no hat on, though he still has his white beard, his gigantic upside down mustache. Yep. And Oden really wants to go out to sea. So, yeah. And of course, he tries to tell people basically he's going out to sea, and of course, well, there's this woman who basically, I think, knows Oden and tries to stop him. He's like, leave this country is my dream. Let's travel together. Show me the world. Come back, my lord. The shogun is. You are the shogun in waiting. Guys, well, it's so long. Going to go back home. Wait, Marco. Pull up the one who grabbed onto him, but only that one. Yep. And of course, well, they get onto the ship, and the guy's like, Whitebeard, pull up old lord, he's going to drown. You should want to rest upon his shoulders. You see how many times I refused him, boy, and he made it out of sea. So we're still go by my rules. I can't let a dangerous man like him step on board. It would expose my family to risk. If you want to stop talking, you have 3 days. Yeah, clinging to, like, not breaking a word. Eventually, well, he gets on board the ship after basically swimming all the way there. And he runs into the woman, basically, that he just want to hurt you. Because that's a slaver ship. I'll drop my price if damage. Oh, yes. I know who this woman is. This is the woman Oden basically married and had 2 kids with. Toki. Yep, this is the woman. This is the first chronological appearance, though this is before they show her prior to her death. Yep. And of course, it's basically Google eyes of her. Like, ever seen like a sea monster? Yep. And Oden gets on. He gets there and basically just like, huh? We get the Whitebeard sheriff. Figure out what's places if I get there. Yeah, of course, like nurse to health. Now you want to save me? So you came from Wano? That's right. I found that country, and you dress the same way. I met with this point. My deep despair, I wanted to go to Wano to my childhood. Stay there. That seemed like a good idea. Now let's get going. Then we see a guy called Captain Karma. Okay, this woman, Captain Karma, get her. And of course, Oden's basically like, huh? And all of a sudden, the Whitebeard. It's a Whitebeard. Get on a ship, Oden. What? But I like other Shane. Gives you ambition because of a woman's shriek. Make you a soft type. You're going on a great adventure, you imagine, little brother. You let me join you, White Kitchen. Oden, welcome on board. Darkstorm, Captain, what are you doing here? She's never. Right away to get on the ship, so we snuck on board anyways. Hey, we got Sillaways. Weren't you gonna pay me for this? Weren't you gonna toss me to sea first? Who are you? My name is Tucky. How much I on? Oh, you do not like that. Let me stay, as you wish. Yeah, and now so an enemy attack, and then we see he gets outside, and he has never seen this place before. Goes to various different places. Yep. And then the chapter ends seeing Buggy, a young red hair Shakes, and Gold Roger. Like a samurai from a closed off nation. I like to meet this fellow. Quite an interesting way to end the chapter by seeing Goldie Roger, the guy who basically, in story, sparked the whole One Piece adventure in the first place. Yeah, this is probably set, I'd say, but look at him just because he's quite young. I'd say this is basically like 45 years in the past. I'd say a good 20 years before he was executed. Yep. Yeah. Good chapter. Looking forward to next week. But it's nice to see young Buggy and red hair Shanks. Yeah, I know who these two are because I've been reading the manga for about 2 years now, and plus I've seen the entire anime, so I know who these two are. Yeah, first time I've seen the Buggy in the manga for quite some time. Though I think I probably know the reason why they threw him in here. Because because he was just, I think it was just 3 months ago, they just featured in the movie, so I bet Oda is probably like, okay, you feature Bug in the movie? Okay, how about I feature him in flashback in my current arc for the series? Yep. So, yeah. Oden can make Goldie ride next chapter. Yeah. So, last chapter we had Whitebeard show up. In this chapter we have the woman who basically will become Oden's wife. I know because of her name. We all see Goldie Roger, Buggy, and Red Hair Shanks. Great to see these characters. Like, okay, so basically you have Oden mean like basically the longtime characters. Out of all these characters, two of whom are currently dead. One died 25 years prior to events of the series. One died 2 years from present day. Yep. I'm going to give this chapter roughly a 9 out of 10. Really good chapter. Definitely looking forward to the next chapter, which actually does not come out next week. In this kind of week. Nope, it actually is taking a week off. So, yeah, next week's review will not have feature a new chapter. Yeah, it's going to take a week off. Yeah, it's about time to take a week off. Feels like there's been over a month since the last time that the series took a week off. That's what it feels like, though. But, yep. So, yeah, that's it for this particular review. I'm assuming next review for Baruto. And I'm looking forward to this episode, okay? Produce next review, which will be up soon. Not next, soon. Okay? Between Baruto and then Fire Force, My Hero Academia, then Case Closed. Basically, about 4 more videos. I'm hoping to do too, okay? Do this next view. Bye.